Part two, classwork, week 8 through 9, learning targets. I can represent and interpret linear relationships with tables, graphs, and equations. All right, welcome back to part two. Let's get into it. All right, in our last question, we were, basically asked to find a missing value, which in gave us an opportunity to review the Y-intercept. In this question, we read with me as I read aloud. Write the equation of the line for the given table on the right using a graphing calculator. Okay, guys, we've been at this for a while. This is kind of easy peasy. What are we doing? We're taking this and we are using any two values on this XY table. So what do we start with? We get our calculator. And I'm telling you what you got to do is you got to hit stat. Here's the stat button. Boom. You got to hit 2. Or you got to hit edit. And then you got to build this table values. All right. Table values, as you see, is in there. All right. Then what am I saying? I'm saying to you that you got to hit stat calc. All right. And after stat calc, you want to hit linear regression. Okay, what does that look like? Stat and then calc. Now linear regression is number 4. All right. And then you want to hit enter 5 times. So you see a field that obviously looks like this. By hitting enter 5 times, what you're going to do is you're going to generate I'm in the wrong, I should have hit 4. No, that's much better. All right, you're going to generate the equation of the line. And that's wonderful because it's really that simple. It's really that simple. And my hope is that you know that what all this actually means is that my slope is 6 and my y-intercept is negative 11. So yeah, that was kind of easy peasy. All right, let's bring up the next question. In our next question, we are given two tables, and we're asked to find the equation for table A, function A, and the equation for function B. So let's jump into it. Da, 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 da. I'm loving it. Now this is a different, I'm going to vary the approaches, but this is an approach that I started out with, where you just look at your changes in your X and Y values. So I change 8 to go from negative 6 to 2, and I do a change of negative 12 to go from 13 to 1. So I take those change and I take my change of my Y values and I divide that by my change of my X values, and I get a slope here of negative 1.5. Okay, but we got one more piece. We got to look for our y-intercept. So how do we get that? All right. So we answered the y-intercept question by kind of just think about this. If I know that my change is negative 1.5, so that means that as I go from 7, go down by negative 1.5, go down by negative 1.5 again. Now, as I'm going down by negative 1.5, I am going up by 1. I'm going up by 1 for my x values. So, add 1 to negative 2, I got negative 1. Add 1, negative 1 to negative 1, I get 0. So, Y-intercept, remember, is my value of y when x is 0. That means that my y-intercept is b. So the equation of the function is as follows. Ax plus b, and gotta remember, what does this look like? Yes, that's what it looks like. All right, negative 1.5x plus 4. Here we go. Okay, cool. Let's consider the next question. In the next question, what we're doing is we're looking at a new set of values. Here's my domain, there's my range. And this table and this table don't even look similar. Does that mean they're not similar? Let's let our calculator do all the work. Let's go. Hit stat. Hit the edit, which is number 1, and make a table. Next, hit stat calc. Hit linear regression. Hit enter 5 times. Okay, what do we have? We have an equation that looks very much like this. Y equals negative 6.25 x, and the y-intercept is 4. Okay, so do we have any similarities between these two things? Yeah, we do have a similarity. The one similarity we have is that the equation of the line has the same y-intercept. Different slope, same y-intercept. This one is negative, this one is negative, but the same y-intercept. Okay? So that's one thing that we can look at. All right, let's take a look at the next question. Read this to yourself as I read it aloud. How could you use the graphing calculator to find the equation of a line for the graph at the right? Have we done this before? I think we have. Well, first thing that we want to do is we just simply want to pick 2 points. Any points on the line will do. All right. For me, I chose this point right here, which was on the x-intercept. All right. And this point right here, which is on the y-intercept. All right. Remember, y-intercept is the value of y when x is 0. X-intercept is the value of x when y is 0. So those are the 2 points I chose. Okay. Create a table. Okay. After my table is created, what I'm doing now, as I've done in the past, is I'm hitting stat calc. I'm then hitting linear regression. All right. I'm then hitting enter 5 times. And I look at what my equation now is. My equation is negative 0.5, and my y-intercept is 2. So what do I need to do? To summarize, I find the equation of this function using the calculator by doing the following. Number 1, I hit stat. Number 2, I hit edit number 1. Number 3, I make an XY table. Number 4, I hit stat, then calc. Number 5, I hit linear regression. And number 6, I hit enter 5 times. Easy peasy. That's what I'm doing. All right, let's take a look at the next question. In our next question, what I'm being asked to consider is the following. I am to write the equation of the line for the graph using a graphing calculator. Ooh. This kind of looks similar to this. Are the graphs that different? Oh yeah, I guess this is definitely different because this has a negative slope and this has a positive slope. So should we do anything different? I don't think so. Let's just choose 2 points. All right. Here I chose my y-intercept. Here I chose this nice point right down here. Okay. I make my xy table. Next, I'm just going to follow the pattern. Hit stat, hit linear regression, hit enter 5 times. I see that my slope is 1 and my y-intercept is 5. And how do I write the equation? Y equals x plus 5. All right. All right. This was fun, guys. This was fun. Let's prepare to come back for part 3 of the video so that we can, wrap this puppy up, make you a little bit more confident for the upcoming weekly, but more importantly, when we get our regions type questions, you'll be able to look at any scenario, verbal description, a graph, a table, set of ordered pairs, whatever the case is, and be able to define what the equation of that function is. Okay, we'll be right back.